Hello everyone, welcome to another video. So in this video I would like to talk about samba and bossa nova. Even that I'm using my guitar, I will try to give you some general advices if you want to play both genres. Of course they have a lot of similarities. In the samba, normally we emphasize more the accents. In the bossa nova we have something softer, and normally in the bossa nova we don't have really fast songs. So, and even in terms of dynamics, so in the bossa nova we have more this a kind of a calm way that the people they play. So the basic thing for both genres that we count either a time signature of 4/4 or a time signature of 2/4. Then in each of the times of my bar I have 4/16 notes, and I have an accent in the first beat and I have an accent in the fourth. So it means that I will have tunka taka tunka ta pa punta ta pa punta ta pa punta ta pa punta ta pa pum pa pa pum pa pum pa pum. So when I need to imagine this 1, 2, 3, 4 boom, and when I'm imagine the 1, 2, 3, 4, normally the instrument which plays in the first and the 4 beat is the surdo, and normally in the surdo I have this boom dum boom dum boom dum 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 boom dum 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 boom bum bum dum bum dum bum dum bum dum dum. And exactly, this will be the accent that you use when you play samba. So we try to put tunga chika 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 tunga chika. And the thing is that doesn't matter the chord that you are playing, samba or bossa nova, it's really important. I think the only exception when we play diminished chords, but when you are playing only the regular chords, normally we do the tonic and we highlight the bass in the fifth. So in a way that I have the So it means that I will stay with my finger 1, 2, 3, 4, and afterwards I move to the fifth. So tonic, fifth, tonic, fifth, tonic, fifth, tonic, fifth, tonic, fifth, tonic, fifth. The root notes, the fifth, the root, the fifth, the two. So it means that I need to hear, when you're playing the chords, I need to hear the And it's important that you can play the other notes when you're playing the chords softer, in a way that I can really perceive that you have this difference in terms of volume. For sure, when you're playing guitar, you can have something extra because you can use more mute notes that in the piano it's harder to do, that you can mix with this kind of, with these mute notes that you don't play. So for instance, and you mix with the chords. Okay, let's go to the traditional chord progressions in samba. So the typical one is the 1, 2, 5. So first chord major, second minor, and the fifth 7. So if I play in G major, I have G major, I have A minor, and I have D7. Okay, I can play the D7 here, I can play the D7 here, or I can play the D7 here. And this is the basic chord progression. For sure I can play the same chord progression, but I can include the first chord if I play a chromatic chord, so going to the first to move to the second. I have a kind of a chromatic note, so in this case when I'm playing G, I have here for sure the G sharp, and I will play this chord diminished, so it means G major, G sharp diminished, A minor, and D7. Last time. And if I want to play a minor chord progression in samba, the typical one, I will play in D minor, just to facilitate here in the video. So normally I play the first minor, I prepare with a 7 chord to play the dominant and go to the tonic on another key, but I go in a minor way. So it means that in this case will be D minor, D7, go into, in this case, G minor, and go into the major 7, with the, of course, only 7, so major chord with the minor 7, and back to the tonic. Last time. Okay? This is in terms of chord progressions. If you want to play a minor thing in the samba. Well, what about bossa nova? So bossa nova, the main differences is they are about the chords that you play. Normally you play softer and you have a different perspective in terms of putting together the chords. So let's do it. So the first thing regarding bossa nova is normally we play most of the time the chords with the major 7, and sometimes we put the 13th, or sometimes we put the 9th, or we have different ways of playing. So we'll play exactly the same chord progression that I played in samba, but I will change the chords. Instead of playing the G major, I will play I will play the G major 7. So I will not play the normal, the flat shape of A minor, so I will play here. So I will play the A minor with the 7 and with the 9. And I will not play the D7. I will play D7 having this interval. So in this case I will have the typical chord of D7 with the 9th, but in this case with the diminished 9th. That we have this feeling of a kind of a mix between a dominant chord with a diminished chord. So let's hear now the chord progression. Of course, if I don't want to play the diminished 9th with the 7, I can just play the normal D7 9th. And I have the same. And sometimes I can play both chords. So this chord progression is so beautiful because I play the D7 9 and I will play the diminished 9 just to have this. And normally it's nice to have in the highest pitch note that you have in the chord, try to have the major 7 in the end. You sound really beautiful. So this is the basic idea when you play bossa nova, the same 1, 2, 5, but you add more notes. And sometimes what people they do sometimes, not only playing the dominant with the 7 and with the 9th, so sometimes people they play with the 13th. And with the 13th, so the D7, 9, 13th, but I can put the 13th as well, diminished. So let's hear. And as I said to you, in bossa nova we play more in this perspective. software and with my voice, but I need to hear the accent of okay, so this was our basic video about samba and bossa nova chord progressions, the really basic standards. I hope you had fun and see you in the next video. Bye bye.